What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to be checking out this 2026 Honda Civic Sport Hatchback. This one's finished off in Sand Dune with an MSRP at $29,500. First off, super cool color for this affordable economy car. Is this the best way to go on a budget? Quite honestly, it's a simple car but it offers a lot. So with that said, let's see what is powering this simple Honda Civic. You can get a hybrid, which is a really good touch to see. This one is the non-hybrid, so you're going to get this naturally aspirated 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine. We have 150 horsepower, 133 pound-feet of torque. It is front-wheel drive with a CVT transmission. All in all, it weighs in a little over 2,900 pounds. We get a 12.4 gallon fuel tank, and you can expect 30 miles per gallon in the city with 38 out on the highway. You're gonna see the chrome Honda badge, just this nice dark gray color for the trim as well as the grille. I like the LED headlights too with the dark housing, running light up above, and then just all plastic trim down below. Got another opening for cooling, a little opening here for airflow. I like this little sharp line. And overall, it's a pretty sporty looking car. Again, this is kind of an average, simple economy car, and yet it looks very nice. We have a sharp line throughout this front bumper with sharp lines on the hood. So it all comes together really well with a bold style. Nice set of gloss black 18-inch wheels with a multi-spoke look and then a sharp line around the wheel arch. You also have these little mud flaps as well as some plastic trim down below for that side skirt. We're gonna get gloss black mirror caps, body color door handles, and then all black trim throughout the windows. And I like how on the hatchback, you have this really long window with a cool sharp design. Got a shark fin antenna and just a smooth roof up above. And then for the side profile, again, Honda does call this a hatchback. It actually is a liftback, but it has a really nice design with that sloping rear end. The sedan will be a little more traditional looking. They're going to be a little bit of LEDs on the headlights. You also have average bulbs in there. And then I like that connecting bar, giving it a pretty cool look. Got the wiper blade too, chrome Honda badge, then blacked out badging throughout it, sharp lines throughout it as well, and then a pretty cool looking rear diffuser. So again, for being a basic economy car, it's a good looking vehicle, and this color really pops. It's a really cool look. It does have a little bit of like a metallic to it as well. So nice color. Opening up the hatch, you have a ton of space. I used to own a Type R, which is also the hatch, and you just have so much room in here. I used it for utility and it was so cool. So very practical. There is a spare tire in this sport model with all that equipment, and there's even a cargo cover, which is a really good touch. Now with the seats up, you're gonna get about 24 cubic feet of cargo volume. So definitely practical car. There's not much you can't do in this car. And then from here, everything folds nice and flat. Easily we can lift everything up. So you're gonna have a two-tone interior with the fabric as well as this vinyl material. On the rear door panels, pretty much all covered in plastic, but you have fabric on this armrest. Got your release handle in silver, and then hopping in at 5'11", while there's no amenities in here, it is very roomy. Again, driver's seat at my height, I have good knee room, my legs fit pretty comfortably. You have a lot of padding, good recline, good headroom, and grab handles up above. So not bad at all. Car seats fit really well. Again, can't complain as far as the space goes, just I wouldn't mind some air vents and maybe an armrest or something extra. But nonetheless, it is pretty roomy. Moving on to the front seats, you have a smart key where you can lock and unlock it from the door handle. And then we do have a little bit nicer upper doors here with this fabric trim. And then we have, of course, all of our controls. You're gonna see manual controls for the seats. And I like how front seats have this contrast stitching as well as the stripe design. Hey guys, today's video is brought to you by Last Fit. If you're looking for a nice set of all-weather floor mats, be sure to take a look at the link down in the description below. Our viewers are going to be getting a discount, and that code is linked below as well. So if you have a Honda vehicle and you want a nice set of all-weather floor mats, check out Last Fit. These rubber liners are laser designed, that way they fit perfectly on your interior for front, second, cargo space, third row when applicable. And when you look at the design of them, the factory carpeted floor mats aren't really going to be protecting your interior much. They don't even fit that well from factory. Last Fit liners fit perfectly, and the lip is really large all around the floor mats to really cover the factory carpeting underneath on your floor. That way it's super easy to keep clean, and when they get dirty, you just pop them out, wipe them down, throw them back in, and your car is nice and clean. So if you own a Honda, take a look at the link down below for some Last Fit liners for your very own car to keep your car looking perfect. And then as we hop inside, foot on the brake, we can fire up that little engine. Now from here we have a nice black leather wrapped steering wheel, gloss black trim, cruise control settings on the right, distance pacing, as well as your steering intervention. And then there's more controls on the left for audio as well as the screen. So with that, you're gonna get an analog speedometer, and then we have a digital readout for the tach, as well as all this information we can go through. So pretty nice to see all of that. You can customize a lot of this display, which is a pretty cool plus for sure. You're also gonna get paddle shifters for the CVT, and then stock on the right side is for windshield wipers, stock on the left side is for turn signals, as well as your headlights. You have one of your air vents with some gloss black trim, interior lighting, a softer touch material for the whole dashboard, and then I like this mesh for all the air vents. Has some gloss black trim surrounding it as well. For the multimedia screen, this is really basic on this one. If you get a touring model, you're gonna get the larger screen with more information and the Google integration. But at least you have CarPlay and Android Auto, which really is all you're gonna use on this car. You got a backup camera with a couple different views. Got that cross traffic alert as well. So nice layout overall. Again, this is a simple basic economy car, but it has enough to make it a nice car at the end of the day. We have your different modes for all the climate. I like how we have physical climate controls. AC, of course, fan speed, temperature. You have the heated side mirrors, and then there's gonna be extra storage down below with all your plugs. We have this nice textured design for the center trim. We have 2 cup holders, your nice shifter, a couple drive modes as well. So you have the Eco, Normal, and Sport, and then we have the park and brake, auto start stop, brake hold. There's padding on the fabric armrest, and then a decent amount of space down below, even a little Honda on this. So cool to see that. Nice size glove box with enough space. And then one last look at the interior. Very simple car overall, nothing really new for 2026, but honestly it fits well. There's enough space and you have just enough tach. Simple headliner with your dome lights, and then a simple manual mirror. All right, let's set off now in the 2026 Honda Civic hatch. So you can get a hybrid if you want a little bit more power, zip, and the efficiency. However, this one just kind of the standard engine, giving it half throttle. You know, it's not bad. Obviously, it's not the Type R, so it's not a sports car, but it still gets up to speed decently. Again, it's a CVT, you know, basic 4-cylinder. You're not going to be impressed with any crazy acceleration, but it does get up to at least 40 without really struggling. That was only half throttle. So it's a car you can daily drive, do the commute with, you know, merge onto the high-speed highway and things like that, and it's not going to be bad. With that, overall comfort is really good. You know, the Civic, for being a small car, is comfortable and roomy. At 5'11", I sit here without having cramped knees or anything like that. The seat is upright enough to where you're actually comfortable in here. You have fantastic visibility all around, left and right shoulder, no complaints whatsoever. So it's just an easy car to get familiar with. The armrests are comfortable, steering wheel is easy to adjust. You know, the mirrors all do a great job. It really is just a nice, comfortable seating position. The seats themselves are very padded. I mean, you can just hop in this. It's easy to understand. It's easy to figure out how all the tech works. It's just a good go-to car for the commute. And honestly, if you're looking for a commuter, this really can do that so well, especially if you go for a hybrid just to get, you know, even more efficiency. But even this one, you know, under 30 grand, not gonna break the bank, just a pretty simple design. In sport mode, it does get a little bit zippier, and you get a little bit of the engine tone to it as well. So they've added just a little bit of sound to it. I'd say the one drawback with the Civic, it's a little noisy. We're only going 40 on a kind of an average road, and you can definitely hear a lot of road noise. Wind noise, I wouldn't say is that bad. You know, when I owned my Type R, I did tons of highway trips with it, and wind noise never bothered me. But you definitely hear the road noise and just the ambiance of sound. It's not a luxury car, so it doesn't have the craziest insulation. So you're just gonna have that, which is kind of what you would expect from any average economy car. But other than a little bit of road noise, you know, it's comfortable, it's easy to drive, the cruise control works really well. And what I like is the steering also is pretty direct for an economy car. Again, it's not a sports car, but it's not one of those cars that has just zero feedback whatsoever. So it lets you drive this car and feel like you're actually piloting a car rather than just some cheap car that's all electronically controlled. So I like how it drives well. And I think that to me is one of the biggest pluses with the Civic. It's a nice to drive car. And if you're gonna buy an affordable economy car, the last thing you want is to have to settle and get a cheap car that you don't even enjoy driving. So I feel like Honda has done a good job giving you something that you're going to enjoy the drive. It's gonna be a pleasant experience, and it's just a nice place to be on a budget. With that, you have all the space in the world you could ask for. and you really can't complain. It just kind of drives very well for its price tag.